are doing part 3 of our demonstration of the game 𝗖𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧 Champions of the Forgotten Realm, a Dungeons and Dragons game. The characters are based on that realm. All I've done since part 2 is I've increased everybody's level. I'm still in the same area. I just completed it. I'm going to show you what happens when we finish the next area. Since I believe that is the goal of this first tutorial, we have to kill the cursed farmer. Put him out of his misery. It shouldn't be too difficult, seeing as we've upgraded everybody enough. They're putting a pretty good sized dent in him when he's getting hit, so shouldn't take too long here, and he's going to fall. Or you can just click on him. I mean, clicking on him also helps. It's kind of the point of the game, and we get our gems. And this is one of the ways that you will get gems in this game, is you play this and you get up to a certain level and then you start it over. I usually play until like level 50 and then start it over. Once you've gotten high enough level, those levels go by much faster. So anyhow, we're going to upgrade the ultimates here for 𝗓𝗓𝗧𝗛, 𝗪𝗓𝗧𝗛, and 𝗪𝗓𝗧𝗛, and also 𝗪𝗓𝗪𝗧𝗛. Doesn't cost anything to get their ultimate or their next upgrade. We are going to, however, get 𝗧𝗪𝗡𝗪, and 𝗧𝗪𝗡𝗪 is a female half-elf bard, chaotic good. You'll hear her strum her instrument every once in a while. There it is again. I love the sound effects in this game. They're still really nice. You'll notice also at a certain point, 𝗪𝗓𝗪𝗪 takes a little bit more gold to level up than even these guys at higher levels. Just because 𝗪𝗓𝗪𝗪 is your tank. It's going to be your tank for a long time when you start this game. Glory Main being your main tank until you unlock other characters. And again, you can click on them to see their character sheet. You can read their bios. You can look at their upgrades, formation buffs. Like she increases the damage of champions in the column behind her, so you always want to have her directly in front of your highest damage dealing characters, which in this case is going to be 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 and 𝗓𝗓𝗪. And 𝗓𝗓𝗪 always helps when he does more damage if he's adjacent to more champions, so you place him next to as many champions as possible. In this particular case, he's going to be better off right next to 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 and in front of 𝗪𝗪𝗪, because 𝗪𝗪𝗪 has the ability to heal. You'll see as we level her up, she gains the ability to heal another aisle up. Eventually that ability comes into play. I'm not sure what level she needs to be in order to get there, but she does get that ability. At level 90, she increases the damage of all the champions, so we're going to go that route next. Here we go. And the next one is going to have her focus her concentration on healing of those in need of aid who are a bit farther from her, or focus her concentration on increasing the damage of those around her. So that's the one we need. At level 100 is when she gets the ability to heal 𝗪𝗓𝗪𝗪𝗪, or anybody 2 spaces in front of her. So that's basically going to be your cap with 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪, is when you get there. Everything else is going to be basically damage increases, I believe. At least that's coming from somebody who doesn't really know the game that well, but anyhow, here we go. We're going to go to the next level. It's a birdie, so you get your gold. There it is. Okay, next we have to do 25 imps. We're going to unlock another level here. Give 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 another level. I'm not going to worry too much about my click damage. At this level, it's not going to do a whole lot of good. It's going to cost me 49,000. see as I click on these guys, it doesn't do a lot of damage to them. I'm dependent completely on the damage these guys do. Now you unlock the specialization that you would like your champion to have. Different specializations unlock different upgrades in the future. Don't worry if you don't know what to choose. You can change your champion's specialization every time you do a new adventure, which happens quite often. So what we're going to do is close this. We're going to choose Battle Master because we want to do more damage. At least that's what I'm going to do this time. I do have a video on abilities to choose, specialties to choose. It's going to be a lot better than this video, just because this is only showing the tutorial, how it carries you along and teaches you the new things about the game. The only reason I did put some money into that click damage is I'm waiting for it to give me the tutorial on the familiars, which might come a little bit later. I'm not sure how much farther. We have a strange orb here we have to destroy. And you can either wait for your champions to do enough damage to it, or you can click on it yourself. I highly recommend clicking on it yourself because your champions are going to focus on monsters that are on screen, I believe. So it might take them a little bit longer to catch damage on that. There we go. Bruner gave it a hit. Gotta keep clicking on that. Of course, it's going to give you a little bit more gold. I mean, the longer it takes you to complete a level. So that's not always a bad thing. But if you're trying to do a speed run just for gems or to get to a certain level or something, then speed is what you're after. In most cases, you're just trying to get it done as quickly as possible. But in some cases, you're trying to gain favor. In some cases, you're just after the gold so you can earn more favor, or unlock chests, or gems, whatever your goal might happen to be for that particular run. We're going to let this run and do its thing for a bit, while we kill some more enemies. Now at this point, 𝗖𝗓𝗧 is a DPS as well. You'll see 𝗖𝗓𝗧 Wizard DPS support. I'd say probably closer to support than DPS, but I mean she does a decent DPS. 𝗖𝗓𝗧 does. So 𝗖𝗓𝗧 will probably be a main DPS. 𝗧𝗧𝗏𝗏 is your support. She's a bard, so she does a little bit of healing later on, and mostly support. 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 is a DPS/gold, so he's not so much DPS as he is gold, although you can focus later on as you level him up. 𝗬𝗓𝗏 is going to be your tank/support, the paladin. Celeste, as we showed before, is your healing/support. And of course, Bruner is your support, so he's not really a DPS, but you're kind of expected to use him as a DPS, at least for the first couple of levels while you're building your team, until you unlock your first DPS, and that's going to be, he's going to be it for you. We need 50 million to unlock 𝗖𝗓𝗧, and if I'm correct, you need to reach level 50, I think, to complete this tutorial, but I'm not certain. So we're going to let this run for a little while we gain more gold and level up our heroes, increase the damage of everybody. We're going to make this real simple. Just max out as much as we can with all we've got. And you'll get a feel for how much gold you're earning with each enemy you kill. You'll notice if you get to the point where you've killed a couple enemies and your heroes are turning green again, ready for a level up, then you're doing all right. You're doing all right. You're still at a point where you still got some play left before you can really walk away. I'm reaching that point where I'm at what I like to call my wall, where I can't really do a whole lot more until I've killed more than 1 or 2 enemies. There we go. This is the point where I always choose the life domain, so she heals those that are farther from her. The life domain on the right here. I always select that one because that way she could be healing 𝗫𝗫𝗍, and 𝗫𝗫𝗍 can do a better job of tanking. If you look at 𝗫𝗫𝗍's sheet, 𝗫𝗫𝗍 becomes overwhelmed when she's being attacked by 20 or more enemies at once. So that is what makes her a great tank. If you look at Brunor's, it's 5. If you try and use Celeste, it's 5. You know, so you're not going to want to put anybody else up front and center, as we're seeing everybody else has 5. As you get 𝗫𝗫𝗍 further up in levels, you can increase this number, but for now 20 is more than enough. Boom, got that. And yeah, gives you plenty of time to build these guys, grow, expand. Yeah, Coco, it is time. Coco says we need to wrap this up and call part 3 a done job. Give you guys a chance to build up some more gold so we can continue this tutorial at a later time. Let's finish up this fire elemental Coco, and then we'll call this one good. I wonder if we're going to get a chest with this one. Click. Don't see a lot of damage coming off of that health bar there, so see we're at the wall with the clicker damage. Although our heroes are doing really nice damage. Taking out that elemental like a champion. There we go, we've journeyed hard and completed the objective for this adventure. Now it's time to complete it and reset. For resetting, we'll earn the favor of Torm and earn more gold on our future adventures. Click here to do that. There we go. Got our Torm. There is a brief tour of the realms is complete. Shows us how much gold we earned, how much Torm's favor, and how many gems we have gotten. And here's our completion stats. Yes, we found. Bosses we've killed. We're going to continue this, and it's going to show us map. We're going to end this here and start part 4 with this map and to look at a reset.